Who broke your chat? What happened? What's up, everybody? Good morning, good morning. Is this thing working? I did change a couple of things. Is this thing operating correctly? Good morning, everybody. Good morning. Big Doug first in here. SJ. Ricky. Norm. What up, Norm? You guys, did everybody send me an email for pinball? DeBerry Joe, what's going on, buddy? EMH, Keyed Up BDM's in there. Fake KLG, what up? Duncan Thaw, Clarkson, EJ's in there, Kupo's in there. It's good to see you guys. Fascinio, Wizard Cat, my favorite name, PP Sprinkles. Tracy's in there. Christine, what's up? Christine, yeah, shoot me an email if you guys are gonna be here. It's loose, but I just want to make sure that I set aside the right stuff for our Twitchers and YouTube folks, you guys, because we're gonna get more people over here, you know, like hanging out and everything, and I want to make sure that you guys get the best stuff. And I think I've decided that I'm buying the pizza that day, and I think we're going Black Magic. I think we're gonna go Black Magic Pizza. Merchman, good morning, buddy. Ghost of Manute Bull, hello there. Yeah, we can rope off a little section. Yeah. Definitely, we can definitely do that. You guys can set up like an area that's just yours in the back near the bathroom. You know, we could have like a velvet rope. That's actually pretty funny. Dan, did you get a code? Well, if I did, I'm not going to yell it on Twitch. Who is that? Fake KLG. Can I wear... Well, you have to ask Tom if you want to wear Tom's suit. If you want to wear that suit, the camel mask is mine. I will let you wear that. The suit? I don't know. I don't think Tom will let you wear that, honestly. I think he likes it too much. All right, hold on, Tracy. I got you. Bring your own chair. I don't know. I think it's going to be more of a standing thing. There's going to be pinball playing. So if you guys brought chairs and kind of sat in the studio like it were like the grass at, you know, like this isn't, we're not doing it. This isn't a music festival. It's a pinball meetup.
Yeah.
I think we've already fucked this. We've already fucked this thing all up, man. We've already fucked it all up.
No, we didn't fuck it up.
Yeah, I got Joe Geist texting me. He's on his way. He's like, don't. I'm like, I don't even think you listen anymore.
It's only for Twitch people.
He's coming in. He's
no, he's not.
Big man's coming back to town. Good to see you guys. Good morning, everyone. Let me shut that down. Oh my God. And you guys, yeah, and Norm was right. I'm going to need you to print out each one of your orbs to redeem them at the door when you come to play pinball. And I don't know if you guys know this, and this is our fault again. When Tom was deciding on the official currency for the show, he said a full-size sheet of paper is $1 orb dollar. They're big boys. Our bills are big in our what do you call that? In our country. In our sovereign society with large bills. Trying to warm up here, buddy. It's fucking freezing in here, and it's hot outside. Are we doing the? We're gonna do the update first, right?
Yeah. We'll play.
Okay. Yeah, I got that ready to go. Let me reload this guy here. Well, thanks for hanging with us, guys. We're glad that you are all here. And we will get started here in just a second.
So who is coming by that's in Twitch right now?
I think a decent.
there's a lot of people that are out of town.
Yeah, we got a decent amount of people, I think, that are coming by. Keyed Up's going to be there. SJ is going to be there.
Yep.
Tracy's going to be there. Christine's going to be there.
All right.
Ghost will be there. Norm will be there for sure. I'm glad you're going to be there, Norm. Fascinio, that's a new one. Oh yeah, I'll get mine, Christine. Now Tracy's doing jokes. Okay, now you're acting like me. All right, let me make sure this video's ready to go. I think I relabeled it. Yep, we got it. Okay.
All right.
Take your time, buddy. It's
There
good.
we go.
We're good. We're good. I gotta make sure my hands don't work. It's fucking freezing in here. Our air conditioning's broken. Morad got a new Maybach. He got a new Maybach. It's nice.
He
I
did?
saw him. Yeah, he's doing good.
I'm gonna see him today.
Are you?
Yeah.
What are you? Oh, I know why. Yeah, never mind.
Yeah, looking at that apartment over there.
Yeah. Tom and his wife are. Okay. Yeah, I'll cut that out. Is that cool? Is that cool? Hold on. Okay. Special breaking news alert.
I wonder if people would be surprised, like, "Oh my God, Tom got a divorce."
No, I don't think they would.
They'd be like,
I don't think they
"Oh,
would.
he's
Yeah,
been mentioning it."
No.
I mean, a while
we
now.
knew this was brewing.
My whole 20 fucking years.
I think I broke the chat.
He started complaining before.
DeBerry Joe's coming, dude. I'm glad DeBerry Joe's coming.
Does
But
he
what
got
am I going
work
to
to
do?
do?
What am I going to do? Because Cadillac Pat's coming. Oh, no. I'm kidding. That's a joke. Don't beat me up.
Oh, and Cadillac Pat doesn't watch on Twitch.
My family yelled at me again last night for making too many jokes. They're like, you can't do it. You just can't do it.
What? Can't stop?
Can't stop. Won't stop. I'm the, what's that girl's name? I'm the Miley Cyrus of Baldwin Park. Jokes. All right, would you like to start?
Yeah. You got the video?
I do.
Okay.
I got it ready to go. All right, here we go. In 3, 2.
Welcome to A Corporate Time with Tom and Dan. I'm Tom.
I am Dan. We're live on YouTube and Twitch, and we'd love if you head over there and like and subscribe our live stream. It's what podcasts do now.
The Orlando Science Center is doing their kids' night at the museum this Saturday.
Yeah, little Teddy Roosevelt running through the halls.
And basically, it's your opportunity to, get some babysitting through the night and go out with your spouse.
Yeah, the Science Center
They get
drop-offs.
fed.
Yeah, the drop-offs are something that, and it's better than having some teen that's just going to be on a device that doesn't care whether your child burns alive in your house, babysitting, when you could just drop them off at the Science Center and have them enriched.
Or
Is that too dark? That was a little dark.
It's when you leave the kids at home, all they jump on their screens and then they play screens for 5 hours.
Exactly.
And it's like, okay.
So you can take them to the Science Center where they can be on their screens all night.
if they'll learn, no.
That's a joke.
I bet they could bring screens, but they're entertaining them.
I'll be real with you.
They feed them pizza,
You
too.
think I'm an honest man, right? I shouldn't have asked that. Regardless, I feel like if the Science Center, if they had a problem case, you hand them a screen. I feel like you have to.
I wouldn't blame them.
No, me neither. I mean, I thank you for your service, Science Center. But yeah.
But they're entertaining them, they're educating them, and
enriching
they feed
their
them.
lives.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And so, but you have to get tickets, osc.org. And it's this Saturday, kids' night at the museum.
There you go.
So we talked about this yesterday, and there was an update in the whole Marcus Jordan arrest, and the body cam footage is out.
Yeah. It was just kind of like we knew what had gone on. We knew the details.
Well, I didn't know one really important detail that he was on the train tracks.
Well, I thought I said that.
I don't know. Maybe I missed it.
I told you that. And then, because your argument was, why not just get a driver?
Yeah.
And then I made the joke, well, then your driver's dumb and he gets you on the tracks. Like, I mean,
Well, when you said that, I didn't understand that he was literally
on the tracks.
But off-road, like on the gravel part of the track. Like, so,
in one of my favorite SUVs, not a lot of people like that Lamborghini SUV. I like it because it's kind of ugly. I sort of like it. It's like a non-assuming Lamborghini.
Yeah.
But it's like still like $107,000, SUV.
But don't you want the flash? You don't want to see a SUV and then not know it's a Lamborghini. Like when you see Lamborghini, you're like, oh, that's a Lamborghini.
I like the weird sleeper things. Like I'm weird.
Subtle,
okay, yeah,
like
I'm
the
weird.
subtle,
not
expensive.
Really subtle, but I like the weirder things that not everybody has.
Yeah.
But anyway,
it's nice.
Yeah, it's bright blue too. And also, did you see the lady that he had in the passenger seat? Holy smokes!
Yeah,
I mean, that is a nice looking woman. Do you want to play a little bit of this?
Yeah.
All right, this is from TMZ. It is edited, so we don't have to do
so
anything
I'll explain to the people not
tell
watching.
Me when to stop.
The cops walk up. Their cops are walking like the gravel on the side of train tracks, that like running through the woods or whatever.
Yeah,
it's like
a granite or something, right?
It's like gravel chips,
or
whatever.
Yeah, what is that?
I'm not sure what kind of stone it is.
I always assumed as a child it was granite because it's all like sort of uniformly chipped.
Yeah.
And I would pick it up, and it's great for throwing.
Yeah.
And occasionally you'd find one that sort of looked more like quartz.
So they're walking up.
I don't know what I'm talking about.
On Marcus Jordan, and he is half his wheels are on the train tracks, half are off. He is stuck.
It looked like he was trying to ride the tracks, which would be badass, like some Grand Theft Auto stuff.
I know Maitland PD got on. I'm trying to figure out where exactly this is. Because, I know Maitland and Castleberry like the back of my hand.
No, I think he went down.
Yeah, no, he turned onto the train tracks because he thought it was a road.
Yes. Yeah. We know what he did. Anybody that's ever been drunk knew what he did.
And I'm trying to think of where their train tracks intersect with a road that you could easily just turn onto, and I can't come up with it.
Is it near Cappies?
I don't think so because there's woods on both sides. So it seems like almost like near Longwood. I don't know.
Regardless, he found it.
Okay,
And so
let's
here,
play the footage.
and right where you mentioned is right where we kind of pick up. This is courtesy of TMZ.
Hey, you guys good? Yeah, we're trying to. My car's a little stuck right now. I see that. You want to help us? We're gonna try. Huh? We're gonna try.
That's a ballsy move, right? Hey, my car's a little stuck. You're gonna help me? Hey, get over here and help me get this car. My car's stuck. Hey, cops, get over here. My car's stuck. That is that's a good move because I feel like if you're confident and you just start telling the cop what to do, he might go, "Oh, okay."
Maybe. Because it doesn't. He's not acting like someone who.
It's not the first thing I would do.
Assumes. Yeah. Like if I'm driving drunk and I turn onto
I'd be pooping my pants right now.
Let's just paint a scenario that totally unlikely that I'd ever be driving drunk in Maitland and turn down the train tracks.
No.
But if I did, you see what I'm saying? And I'm on the train tracks and I'm stuck. First thing I'm thinking is I gotta get the hell out of here because if the cops come, for sure DUI, 100%. There's not a chance that I'm gonna get out of this. If the cops get here and see that I drunkenly turned down and I'm stuck, they're going to breathalyze me.
I don't want to interrupt you in any way because is this not, and this is embarrassing to say, but this goes back to emergency whiskey. Is this not a trope of our show? The listener that drives their car, this is embarrassing, but they drive their car someplace and they know they got to this point and you got to go to the bar and you got to sit down at the bar and leave your car on the tracks and then you have to call the non-emergency number and it's an embarrassing thing to say, but this is your only play. And then you have to say, I was driving, I made a wrong turn, my car's stuck on the tracks. I got really upset. I walked down to the porch, and I'm having the largest beer I can find because I'm so upset. I need your help.
Yes, yeah. Well, that's how to get out of it.
Yeah.
I mean, not to tell people how to get out of DUI.
Yeah. But you got to leave. Like your instincts.
Yeah, once you're stuck, you got to get the hell out of here.
Well, you're a trash person. You have good trash person instincts. I think our trash person instincts. Are like to do. I'm not. What do you do? Driving drunk is horrible. You do not do that.
But he did a rich, privileged instinct.
Well, there's another thing.
Excuse me, please help me get off of this.
Idiots! There's a drunk man stuck in the tracks here. Are you gonna help me out?
My Lamborghini SUV is stuck on the tracks. Are you gonna help me? Like that is the richest, privileged thing I could possibly think of to say.
Well, hold my beer because in this next part, I saw something with his passenger that I was like, well, that's a weird thing that I would never think to do with the police officers. You know, we have a lot of cops that listen to the show.
Yeah.
I got my cop challenge coin on the top of my speaker here. Watch this next part.
What happened?
What happened? How'd you get on the tracks, man? All right, good.
They're shining a flashlight at the car.
Help us try and reverse this thing out. Well, hang on.
Oh, that wasn't slurred at all. Help us try to reverse this thing out.
Yeah.
Whose voice was that? Did you hear that?
Yeah.
Is that him?
Yeah, that's Marcus.
Help us try and reverse this thing out.
Help us try to reverse this thing out.
Again, I would never think of asking the cops. Like, as soon as the
I
cops
like it,
showed up,
though.
I'm like, oh, I put my hands out. The best case scenario is
You do the shackle me?
Yeah. The best case scenario, I'm like, okay, they arrest me, I say nothing, I refuse a breathalyzer, and then maybe my lawyer gets me for reckless driving down the road. But he's like, that's best case. I'm not asking for nothing. Like, there's no way. I'm like, hey, help me move this, cops. What the hell are you doing?
Hold on, this is the best part. Now, this is the part that I found weird. We haven't even gotten to it yet. And I bet you think it has to do with Marcus. It doesn't. So just watch. Shining the flashlight.
Come here.
Okay, they're
You know
walking.
the trains come by right now, right? No, I know. That's why I'm trying to get.
He's shining the light in the car.
We thought we were making a right, and I turned onto the.
Okay, shines the
train
light
tracks.
on the girl. He's shining right there. He's shining the light on this beautiful woman in the car. Now watch what she does. This is the most insane thing I've ever seen.
Do me a favor. Keep
Watch
your
her.
hand in your pocket. Yeah.
Dude, put the window up. If you no one can do that. The police officer puts a light on you, and you go, "Oh my god!" And you just put your window up.
Yeah. Well, she not like us. Super Bowl.
She's not. I'm just yelling.
Sorry, I'm looking at bets all morning.
She's not like a Super Bowl. Did you give me a boom chakalaka on the end of that?
Yeah. Like that's not.
She put her window up, dude. Who puts her window? Have you ever done? Look, I'm a white guy in America, and I've been pulled over maybe 6 times. Maybe every single time I've been like pooping my pants, like nervous about it.
Yeah.
Because I'm afraid that I've done something wrong, and maybe okay, you know what I'm saying.
Yeah. Well, yeah.
I'm doing bad. Maybe it's,
every time I get pulled over, I did do something wrong, or they can find more wrong.
That's what I'm saying. Yeah.
So I am not doing anything that's causing them to be like, what the hell are you rolling up the window in my face?
The window up thing was shocking. It made me stop the video. I was like, I don't think I've ever seen somebody put the window up on a cop.
Also, I grew up, I don't know if it has to do with where you grew up, but in Miami, I, from start, thought that the corruption existed, that cops weren't out for my best interests. Like, I don't know if it's a Van family thing.
I remember when I first met
no,
you.
I mean, my family made me skeptical of
No.
cops. And, like, you know, so when they pulled me over or, like, investigated anything, I was just like, oh, like, I have to be careful now.
No, I noticed that when I first met you. Like, you were more just from it's just where it is from where you grew up. Absolutely. It has everything to do with where you grew up.
Yeah.
I didn't even really grow up with municipal police. I only grew up with like local sheriffs that you knew. So I had a totally different relationship. Like, I knew several of the sheriffs that were on the force in DeLand.
Like,
Volusia County Sheriff. Like, you would know these guys.
If I got stuck somewhere or whatever and a cop was coming, I ducked down to hide. Because I was like, well, if they come, they're going to start asking a lot of questions.
I'm screwed.
And be mad that whatever happened, they're going to be mad at me and then try to get me.
God. Do you want any more of this, or are we done with it?
No,
this guy.
Well, I want you to get to the part where he says, I'm Michael Jordan's son.
Oh,
because that's another.
Yes, hold on. I almost
because he did pull that.
Yeah,
I'm sure a lot of people wondered if he would, but of course he did.
Here we go.
You know, bro, I'm Marcus Jordan. I'm Michael Jordan's son.
Oh wait, he thought he was Michael Jordan the first time. Did you catch that? You catch that? He goes, "I'm Michael. Hold on, I'm Michael Jordan's son." That's great, right? Oh God, he did it. He did it.
What did the cop say when he said that?
I'm Marcus Jordan. I'm Michael Jordan's son. Okay. I'm not doing anything wrong. I'm just trying to get home.
He gave them what I call the Irish cop. He's like, "Oh, okay. You know, like, so say it. Say, I'm Michael Jordan. I'm Michael Jordan's son.
Marcus Jordan, Michael Jordan's son.
Okay, get in the car. All right.
Because, again,
dismissive Irish police officer.
That's not going to work now because the body cam footage has been on for, 8 minutes already. So they're not going to be able to be like, oh, let me turn this off now. And then somehow you crash into someone. They're like, oh, wait a minute. You pulled it's all going to come back to them. They can never let anybody go anymore.
I got to find this bigger cop because he has the best zinger. Because at one point, Marcus says, you're worried about me. Why are you worried about me? And the cop says, well, because there's alcohol coming off of you and your car is on the tracks. It's like,
we throw this thing in reverse. Well, I've already got concerns for your level of impairment anyways, okay? So that's why. Because I can smell alcohol coming from you and you're on train tracks.
Why? What are you going to do?
I do nothing. Oh,
my God.
I do like being surprised. I'm like, what are you suspicious of?
Yeah.
It was like, you are in the middle of the train tracks.
And I do love this cop's answer is really direct.
Because I can smell alcohol coming from you and you're on train tracks.
Because there's alcohol coming from you and on the train tracks.
Yeah, you're also driving a Lamborghini SUV. And you're Michael Jordan's son, which you just already told me. So I imagine that you like to party. Because we saw pictures of you doing coke in France. On the internet.
And then it all came out that, there's tons of, this is all over the news. So then it all came out, and I guess he admitted to the cops that his last stop, where do you think his last stop? If you live in the Maitland area, you should know this. If you were going to be a big time, if you're going to be the Justin Bieber of Maitland, as you've called yourself many, many times, which I wouldn't call myself anymore, because have you seen him lately? Holy smokes. That guy. He looks like Kratom Carey now.
He does look gaunt.
Yeah, I'm worried about him, and I'm not going to make fun of him, because I think he does have Lyme disease or something. Man, he could be like tearing up his body or something. Yeah, leave him alone. Good Lord. But he should wear pants that fit.
Well, the fanciest castle in
the berries.
Maitland
In the berries.
the berries.
Yeah, where do you think?
And the most fancy establishment.
Where would your last stop be? You're the king of Castleberry.
That I could think of, which is directly across from an RV store, is Rachel's.
Ladies and gentlemen,
Rachel's Steakhouse.
Long live the king! You are the true king of Castleberry.
And Gentleman's Club.
You got it right. Yeah, well, thank you. It is a steakhouse and Gentleman's Club.
Yeah. I mean...
that is the cherry on top, is it not? It's the cherry on top.
Again...
Was one of the girls a stripper? Who was she? We got to find out who she was.
It is a testament to how nice our community is that Michael Jordan's son chooses to spend a lot of time here.
Yeah, we have the best cocaine, dude.
He could go anywhere. And I imagine South America has the best cocaine and lots of places in Europe. And, it's odd that he's like, I'm going to get wasted, go to Rachel.
Do you call your dad?
He's like doing the same thing.
You call your dad?
My yard guy does for his birthday.
No, your yard guy don't get caught. Seriously. Yard guys don't get caught with cocaine.
They're way better at driving drunk than Marcus Jordan.
You would never catch like any of the yard guys that party like this. They're never getting caught.
So what I find interesting is you would think that if you're Marcus Jordan and you've been a celebrity since birth, right? Michael Jordan's son has been a celebrity since birth.
Yeah. Well, you had a contract. Let's not forget he had a contract that disrupted UCF's Adidas contract.
Yeah.
Like the guy has been a headline maker since a child.
And so you would think there would be multiple conversations within the family because like Jordan's worth billions. He's been around celebrity and wealth and lawyers and like people that know what they're doing, right? Like I'm sure Michael Jordan has lots of different lawyers that he's hung out with, right?
And he owns race teams, and sports franchises.
Lawyers are involved.
And CPAs and accountants. Life coaches, managers.
Yeah, all that. And not one
gurus, yoga people.
Anybody told Marcus Jordan throughout his life, like, hey, here's some tips about how not to get arrested.
Don't ride dirty, like around Orlando or places that you're partying.
But even that, it's like if you do, here's what you do after the police show up, which is, and what I've heard from all lawyers is shut the F up and let them collect the evidence.
Maybe,
don't give them evidence.
I think you're underestimating how powerful and how good it feels to tell people you're Michael Jordan's son. You know what I mean?
That must have worked before, for sure.
Yes. Well, that of course.
But you would think, though, like I've been in trouble before. My lawyer said shut the F up, and if I crash my car randomly, get the hell out of there. Like, don't wait for the car. I don't know.
This isn't his first time either, right?
It's crazy.
And obviously, the stigma of being a known illegal drug user, right? I'm not saying anything bad about it. I don't know the guy, right? I mean, just because you do some cocaine, I don't think that necessarily makes you a bad person.
Well, he's a known illegal drug user.
No, but he is. So I'm just saying, so as a known illegal drug user, he must not care about that stigma, right?
Yeah.
Like
he didn't bother to throw the cocaine in the bushes that were 10 feet from him.
Right. So,
he kept it in his car.
My point
entitled.
is to go back to what you're saying. The France video that I had to go and find. It was a video they had, or what? Like, that is so damning that, like, after that, he didn't have one of those, like, I got to change my life moments. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I remember, like, Cameron Diaz smoked weed out of an apple, like, in the early 2000s. I think she had a change my life moment. She's like,
because everybody attacked her?
Yeah. She's like, I got to change my life. I smoked weed out of an apple. I got to change my life.
How funny is that was a huge deal?
It's like 10 years, 15 years, 20 years.
Who was it? Clinton that said he's inhaled. He never inhaled it. It was like a big controversy.
Oh, my God.
God, times have changed. Anyway, all right, let's take a break. When we come back, we got a Weird Job Wednesday. Daniel composed. I'm going to start saying composed for the AI
I don't even
songs.
know if that is...
That's a correct verbiage, I think.
I don't know.
You composed an AI song, a new Weird Job that's really good.
I mean, as far as I know, I just typed a few things in. But yeah, we'll have that and more when we return. Perfect. Sorry if I seem like all over the place. I'm caffeinated today. Ugh.
No, all good.
That was
Wednesday 1.
We don't have anything there. It was Wednesday 1?
Yes.
I hate that I have to ask you that a second time right after I asked you that. All right. Yeah, I don't even think I programmed it. Programmers are far more talented than directed, maybe? Prompted. I like prompted, actually, because it's what I'm doing. Putting in prompts. I'm prompting it. I'm nudging it. Nudge it. Nudge is the correct term. Nudge. I solved it.
Well, look at the definition of composed, because that means you're putting together. Now, I guess AI is putting it together.
Yeah, I'm
the
organizing ideas. I'm composing the idea of it.
You're giving it the lyrics and the style.
You know what? Fuck it. I'm doing it, and I'm the goddamn king. No, I'm not. Is this the one I want? Yeah, that's it. Okay. And then I got to get my second. I'm going to do 2 today just to keep it wild. Okay. This is going to be weird. Oh, do I have to pee? I got to pee.
Yeah.
Really fast.
Hey, Kara. Hey, it's Tom. Not much. We'll do a Weird Job now. It'll be like 20, 22 minutes if that's cool. Perfect. Cool. Well, I appreciate that. Cool. I'm going to put you on hold, and then we'll come to you in about a couple minutes.
She'll be able to hear. I'll pull her up.
Yes.
Christine, that's not going to happen. There's no way in hell that you would ever dress up in your Mandalorian costume and come in here and Tom would make fun of you, because it would have the absolute opposite effect, and it would be hot, and then it would make him horny. I said what I said. Right? Christine in her Mandalorian costume, that's not, you're not going to make fun of that.
Well, is it sexy Mandalorian?
It's kind of sexy. It's got boob.
Or is it a full robot man?
It's got boob areas for it.
Okay.
And she takes like tough pictures with him, but they're all like super high quality. She looks great.
Is it like a high side
I don't want to
bottom?
get. No, it's not like that. But it's like, it's hot. It's kind of hot. I think it's kind of hot. I'm trying to be not be creepy. Be like Kenny.
That's fine.
Because he's creepy. All right. He's not. He doesn't deserve that stray. All right. Would you like to bring us back? Let me make sure she can hear us. Hey, Kara, can you hear us okay?
Now I can, yeah.
Okay, great. I'm just going to pot you down, and then I'll pull you up, but you'll hear all the dumb stuff I'm about to do, so that way you can participate.
I
okay?
love dumb stuff.
Okay,
Thank you.
great. You're the perfect one. Okay, hold on. I love you. Hold on. All right. Would you like to bring us back?
Yeah.
Here we go. 3, 2.
Welcome back to A Corporate Time. Let's do some weird jobs.
All right. I'm going to give you guys a choice. Well, you know what? I'm giving you no choice. I'm going to present you a new Weird Job Wednesday theme song that I worked on really, really hard. Now, when I say worked on really, really hard, I'm getting a lot better with my prompts on AI, and I wanted to give you like a wicked Broadway Rent style big show kind of a stopper with different voices and background noises and actors, and like you can almost hear the Broadway action. And I think I was actually able to get pretty close. So through working through, multitudes of prompts, and I'm just hemorrhaging money throwing it, because every time you do one of these, it's like $6, and this took about 100 tries.
Okay, well,
yeah. So don't
that's
look,
$600.
Yeah, don't look at the MasterCard. So here we go. This is our latest weird job. Let's do it.
Tom wanted to do a bit. He called it Weird Job Wednesday. Dan really liked it. Oh, yes, he did. Tom said that's bullshit. Just another
That's you evil laughing.
Wednesday.
That was you evil laughing.
What are you doing? What is your job? What is your job? Are you neat? Are you tidy? Or are you a fat slob? Do you make lots of money and you sit up in your tower, looking down on all the people that are working by the
I love this harmony here.
Weird Job Wednesday. Just another weird job.
People flying out of cannons. Here come the little people. Everybody's dancing. Here comes Glinda. Here comes Glinda. Okay, here comes you. Here comes you. You're the wizard. And you come down. You're descending. This is you. You're gonna do a run here. You're gonna sing. This is your big. This is your big finale.
Thank you, Tom.
We're dancing. Bring it back down. Bring it back down. Bring it back down. This is your big final. This is your finale. Sing it, Tom.
Oh yes, it's Weird Job Wednesday. Just another weird job Wednesday. Thank you, Tom.
Yeah! 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 Yeah!
That's insane.
Yeah! Oh,
Think about,
woo!
like, if someone's like,
God, imagine that at Dr. Phillips, dude. That'll blow your tits off. I can't say that. Can't say that. That would blow your tits off, though. It would.
if someone was like, make this into a Broadway musical, now you could do it with, I mean, how long did that really take you?
Wow, I mean, like in massaging the prompts, that probably took about 40 minutes.
Okay, yeah, so the worst case scenario, 40 minutes.
Yeah.
And you get what would have taken someone, I mean, if someone was just given that concept, like to put that together and then have someone perform it, it would.
Okay, here's the bad part.
7 or 8 months.
Here's the bad part. Let me give you the bad part. Sometimes it creates horrible things, like what I'm about to show you. I have, with any good mad scientist, when you're in your laboratory working on things, some things come out great, and sometimes you create some monsters. And I created, I'm sorry I'm a little winded from that dance number, but I created what I'm calling the Doogie Howser 3000.
All right.
I created a digital David Jolly.
Okay.
I created a special needs digital black guy. Ladies and gentlemen, this is digital David Jolly. This is a monster.
Weird Job Wednesday. Woo, woo, woo. What you doing? What's your job? Stacking checks, clocking in. Are you neat? Are you tidy? Fresh and clean. Deal with me. Or are you a fast slob? Big Billy, instrumental. Do you make lots of money? Bankroll. Stand up, get in your top. I'm looking down. Watch and keep a working hours. Want so hard, 9 to 5. Just another Weird Job Wednesday. It's a Weird Job Wednesday. Oh, yes, a Weird Job Wednesday. Let your drum.
I think he says booty juice in there one time. I heard booty juice.
What prompt was that? Like a cappella?
That was my elbow on the keyboard. And do you want to get to our Weird Job guest? Ladies and gentlemen, on the line with us is Kara. Hey, Kara.
Hey, how are you guys doing?
Good.
So, Kara, tell us about your weird job.
Okay, well, I don't know which one you wanted me to chit-chat about, my actual job or my weird sort of...
Let's start with your actual job about the plastic.
Okay. So I actually work for a large grocery retailer, and I work with their suppliers on helping reduce their plastic waste.
All right.
So I talk to grocery suppliers all day long and teach them how to use software to input their data because they're collecting data to see what different items in the grocery store are made out of certain kind of plastics so they can capture how much they sell and then equate that to like a gross tonnage. And then they're changing, like we're going to change from this plastic to this different packaging. And then they can show that they have reduced their waste. And this also helps with compliance as different states pass laws for how, like, what has to be made out of recycled plastic and whatnot.
So who pays for that? Is it like...
Oh, that's Tom's way of saying he thinks it's stupid.
No, I'm just wondering, is it the grocery store? Is it a third-party company?
I'm being paid by the grocery store.
Thank God, I thought you were going to say China. And I was like, oh, my God, I knew it. I knew it. I knew you're one of them.
Technically, it is a European company that does own a U.S. branch, if that makes sense.
What benefit is it to the grocery stores to like have the people making the products with less plastic?
It has to be compliant with laws that different states have passed as far as, so like in New Jersey, any beverage that's sold now as starting as January 1st has to be like a certain percentage of recycled plastic. But then also it does help on just like, I think one thing that this job has like shown me is just like how much actual waste there is. And just by making simple tweaks on what things are packaged in does really make a difference. Like if you think about...
it's kind of like me and weight loss, you know. I've started taking the stairs, and just a simple taking the stairs, I'm down about 3.5 inches on my waistline.
Exactly.
It's baby steps, Kara. It's baby steps, right? I mean, we're all in this together.
Don't get thrown off, Kara.
We're all in this together, more the same than we are different.
But it is, I mean, it is kind of in a way, it's kind of a boring job, but I like it because I do work from home. I don't have like a set schedule, and I can just I just have to email these suppliers and sometimes take calls with them, and they're just sharing their screen with me, and I'm just teaching them how to input data. That's all I'm really doing.
Hold on a second. You could steal their money. This is what the Indian people do to old people. They share the screen, and then you get them to click the thing, and then you take their money.
Yeah,
That's a lot of trust that these people put in you, Kara.
I'm going to start asking this question to every work-from-home employee that we interview. Is it what
they did for my colonoscopy?
No,
Do you
no,
have
no.
diarrhea? Yes. Goodbye.
Kara, for a prize money of $1 million, could you get through a full year with only doing 40 hours of actual work without getting fired? That's the caveat to this.
40.
Like, the bet is
only
if I bet you $1 million, you can only do 40 hours of actual work, but you have to be employed by this same company a year later. Like, you can push it off or like fake, scam whatever you want, but you only can do 40 hours of work. Could you do that?
I could do it for a couple months, not a year.
No, right.
And
Yeah, that's an honest answer.
Okay.
And this is coming from the guy who hates hypotheticals. You know how hard it is for him to give you a hypothetical? He hates hypotheticals.
I've had 2 jobs at once before from home, and neither of the companies knew about the other.
Who gets the butt?
So, all right.
Hey, that's what I'm here for.
By the way, I've asked another person this, and they said, "Oh yeah, I could do it." Like, 40 hours the whole year.
Yeah.
Anyway, so Kara,
You're not talking about my wife, are you?
So let's talk about plastic for a second, because my sons watch Mark Rober and Mr. Beast, and I did come in contact or come across his clean up the oceans thing, which I will say.
You talking about Mr. Beast?
Yeah, or Mark Rober got into it with him and some other YouTubers.
Anytime Mr. Beast has one of those Tom and Dan straw hats on, I know he's going to talk about the ocean. It's facts.
Yeah.
It's facts. Anytime you see Mr. Beast with a big straw hat on, he's at the beach.
And of all things, I do like that he picked cleaning up the oceans and putting in because you could actually see a difference. You're like, oh wow, that's a lot of trash. No, yeah, I guess
I mean,
you're
has
right.
he been to our oceans? What ocean is he cleaning up? He's not in Florida. He must be doing California.
Well, the worst,
and that is burning.
The worst, offenders are different countries.
Yeah.
And there's one apparently
we're gonna build an ocean wall.
There's some village that just trashes up this river, and it's just a river of trash just going into the ocean. And it's like, oh my God.
I want to see that.
And
talk about tourism, vacations. I want to go to see the trash river.
And the plastic trash is the most disheartening for whatever reason, because it's unnatural. And you're just like
I've thought about
tires are better to me than plastic. Floating Lunchable containers seem worse than tires.
What it is? All it is, and I figured this out one night when I was really high.
Yeah.
It's just because all the plastic has goofy, crazy colors, like this Mountain Dew bottle is lime green. If they started making all the plastic look like wood, we'd be fine with it.
Make it all blue the ocean.
Actually,
now we're doing hacky stand-up here.
Sorry, go ahead, girl.
The color of plastic actually does matter. If you notice, Sprite used to be in green plastic, but now it's not anymore. It's in clear because it's easier to recycle clear plastic. And so certain things you might notice in the grocery stores, you're not going to see a lot of black plastic as much anymore because black plastic absorbs light, and so it can't be sorted in recycle centers because it's invisible to infrared sensors.
Huh.
So that's a weird thing that you see. You'll see less black plastic. We're going to white plastic.
White plastic.
I was waiting to see. Did you notice I was quiet? Did you notice I was waiting to see? I was waiting to see. I was like, is he going to take it? It was like fishing. It was like fishing. I was sitting there. I felt like I was back at the cabin in Georgia. I was like, I'm fishing. I'm waiting, looking for a bite.
Kara, what's the worst egregious packaging you've seen? Where it's
oh, you know what I love? I buy it. I buy these sometimes with Maisie. It's those reveal balls. It's like a ball, and it's like you open the ball, it's wrapped in 1,000,000 levels of that plastic that you use a hairdryer to suction around.
Okay, yeah.
It's wrapped in 45 different levels of plastic wrap, and you open all of those as a puzzle, and then you fold open the plastic, and you open each one of these little orange slice, like little triangles, and then you pull out a bunch of plastic crap. It's all plastic. The whole thing is toxic.
I like when the pile of plastic that it comes in is like 5 times the size
that's
of
what
the
I'm talking
actual.
about. I forget what these things are called. I wish Andrea was in the chat room, but I forget what they're called. But they're like a reveal, like a blind box toy.
God, I hate plastic.
Me
like
too.
the whole playroom, my kid's playroom is piled with plastic, and I look at it disgusted by it.
I know, and they love it. They love it so.
Anyway, what's the worst egregious plastic?
Laminates. Laminates are they can't be recycled. Those, think of like a box of crackers, and it comes in like a bag. Those bags usually are laminates, so they're different layers. So it'll have like maybe a metal, like a foil layer, and then a plastic layer,
yes,
and things like that. Yeah, they can't be recycled. So those are some of the worst things.
So do you have any effect on any of the manufacturers as far as like getting them to change it at the source?
Yes. Yeah. So the goal of this project is to, like I said, identify where the worst plastics are and like see if they only sell like, I don't know, 100,000 units of that a year, that's not that big of a deal. But if they sell like millions of them, then that's a problem. So I've seen them change. Like one of the big things are like styrofoam containers. Like I know that in the grocery store that I do help, they no longer have like the styrofoam like mushroom holders. So they're made out of molded fiber, which is just recycled cardboard. So those are things that will break down. And they also do that. They have also switched that in their in the meat department as well. So instead of having like the styrofoam trays, lots of times they're made out of like cellulose container, like plant fiber, and like cardboard.
Yeah, I've seen the ones now that are like molded, so they can be recycled. And I kind of like them better because they don't make that weird squeaky noise that meat makes because of the styrofoam.
Oh yeah.
You know what I'm talking about?
And my wife buys these cage-free fancy eggs.
Yeah.
And you open them, and then there's another plastic cover on top of that. It's two plastic
it's
covers.
like the Pepperidge Farm bread.
And then I look at it, and I'm like, I'm pretty sure these two plastic covers are doing more damage than any chickens in cages anywhere.
Yeah.
But
that was the contract. The chickens wanted the extra flap in order to lay the eggs cage-free.
Kara, before we run out of time, I'm curious about your side hustle. So tell us about that.
Oh, yeah. Well, I've got like 20. But one of the ones is driving the Amish around. So my parents live out in the country, and they do live in an Amish community. And sometimes we drive the Amish places that they can't get to. Like maybe like to go see a doctor, or like just to go into town where it might not be safe for them to take their buggy. So oddly enough, my mother is a midwife, and so she's like she's somebody trusted in the Amish community already because they knew her. So then they trust us to drive them somewhere.
So you guys are like
you're Amish Uber.
Yeah, you're like Blade.
Yeah,
you can go between worlds.
How do they contact you to?
They put a light in the air like Batman.
Well, actually, it really depends on the bishop and whether or not he's like.
Oh wait, hold on! Don't say anything, because this is what I want it to be. I want him to have to light a candle in a window, and you have to see it to know they need a ride.
Like Game of Thrones.
Yeah, that would be awesome.
Actually, I know that the particular community that we have helped, they have, this is so insane to me, they literally built like a little like outhouse sort of building on their neighbor's property, and they have a telephone in that little building. So technically it's not on their property, on the Amish property. It's on their neighbor's
It's the
property.
workaround, like our friend called
Yep.
in and told us about the Jewish community in New York City. Yeah, then it's not real. If you guys are going to have a workaround, it's not real. We went through this with the New York Jewish population.
Don't you think God sees it? Or they're like, you're using the payphone right
Yeah.
up next to your property.
God absolutely sees it.
You're trying to trick me?
Yeah.
I'll kill all of you.
Yeah, God will smite you for that. And God, look, here's another thing God sees.
Don't they know?
God sees you take your bonnet off when you're watching Bob's Burgers, and you shouldn't be watching that.
So they're allowed to use
Exactly.
the phone off their property.
Yeah, it just depends on
That's cool.
what your particular bishop or your minister in your community, how strict he is on what they do and do not allow. So they will call us and ask if we're able to like take them. So usually it's like just a town and stuff, and the place that they like to go to the most is like Walmart or Aldi.
They like Walmart.
You know what I...
Walmart's everything. It's against the Amish
but they have everything.
religion.
Dude. Have you been to Walmart? It's awesome.
Yeah,
I love it. Why do you think I love it?
Shouldn't it be the devil compared to them? Like
No.
it's a giant corporation pumping out
but somebody else is driving me.
electronics and
No, the devil
worst
can only
of
jump on your buggy, and my buggy's not there. You don't know any of the Bible. You know none of the Bible.
They're wandering
The
around
only
Walmart
way
as the devil.
The only way the devil can jump on the Amish is if you drive your buggy to the Walmart, then the devil gets on the buggy, and then you take it back to your homestead.
So,
Idiots.
Carol, what do you charge them? Is it like a flat rate, or do you...
I hope you run a meter, but it's an old hand-cranked meter, and you make them crank it by hand. And you're like, this is what you get for not having electricity, you morons.
Honestly, lots of times we just trade. So, like, I might get, like, a flat of strawberries or, like...
Oh, my God, a flat of strawberries. No. I'm not taking you down to the Walmart for a flat of strawberries. Why don't you...
That's $8.
It just depends on what is going on. Like,
why don't
sometimes they
you
do
whip
pay
at that
in cash.
buttermilk bush and...
Yeah, they're making
that
money. They're making money on the mattresses, the
Yeah,
beds.
yeah.
I see it.
Candles, they sell all those
the
candles.
furniture.
Yeah, and I've seen, you know what, and all their knitting, that's all garbage. I saw this lady online that it was like Amish knit caps. There's a machine that does it, and you crank it, she can make a knit cap in 2 minutes. I'm like, Amish. The jig is up, Amish.
Well, some people don't realize, I mean, lots of the Amish, they have generators and stuff. They'll have generators that they turn on to power, like,
Furman.
tools and
Those
stuff.
Furman
They
generators
do
are
use,
good.
like, power tools and stuff, which is weird. They don't really...
What's it feel like?
Yeah,
It's got to
it's-
feel...
Hold on, they just do whatever they want.
Imagine-
Well, what's the rules then?
Everybody just does whatever they want now.
So they have generators?
Haven't you seen? Weed's legal.
So they just they power up generators. That's electricity. What the?
Yeah.
Well, what's the
Well,
rules
I
then?
mean, you can justify anything.
Yeah,
to whatever,
It's only for
Well,
your...
then I'm not picking them up anymore. I'll just be able to drive. Just put your car.
Get your own car. Get a smart car.
Put your truck on the neighbor's yard and then just drive it whatever you want. You could do whatever you want. You have the generator. Just get a cell phone then. There's porn.
No, they only use landlines. That is something that the chat room's saying they only use landlines.
Okay, landlines count as
Yeah.
And
fine.
I mean, I can't explain it. I don't know what they're, that is just how they justify
They're
certain
choosing
things.
to have a terrible life.
All right, Kara. Well, thank you for doing a weird job with us. We appreciate it. And I'm sure we'll see you soon.
Yeah, and I apologize for saying
Yeah.
buttermilk bush. I'm sorry about that.
Oh, you're fine. Can I share with you one weird packaging item that I learned?
I prefer that you not. We'll see you later. No, please.
Listen, so you know that like when you buy meat, like or hamburger or something, that little absorbent pad that is underneath the meat.
Yeah,
You want to know? Guess what that is called?
Is it called a maxi pad?
Yeah.
No, you're close.
Yeah. I call it the meat pad.
Okay, hold on. Don't tell us. Hold on. Meat pad's good.
Which I do hold
The
up. I'm like,
bloody meat
ew.
pad.
I'm like, this is
Yeah.
disgusting.
It's
a bloody pad.
Yeah,
I'm eating out of it.
I usually hold it up and I go, ew, Mama June. And then my wife goes, you disgust me.
It's called a meat diaper.
No, it's
Oh,
not.
you're lying.
There you go. Meat diaper.
It's not. Tom said meat pad, and that's way more regular than meat diaper.
It's called a meat diaper?
Yep, I have entered in what the weight of a meat diaper is.
Oh, wow. Would you wrap?
weird
Hey, Kara, would you wrap me in a meat
Rattle
diaper?
around.
Would you
This is
swaddle me in a meat diaper?
All right.
Of course.
Okay, thank
Kara,
you. All right, we
bye-bye.
love you. That was the right answer. Okay, we love you, Kara. Get out of here. You're
gross.
She's one of my favorite listeners of all time. How is she? She's pretty young to have done everything that she's ever told us she's done. We have a lot of listeners that are like that.
Yeah, but she's kind of gypsy-ish.
I thought you were saying she's kind of Egyptian.
Gypsy-ish. You know,
I don't think you could say that.
Yeah. You can now.
But
definitely
she's like,
can.
didn't she do the cave tours or something?
Yeah, she's doing a lot
she's
of
done all kinds of stuff.
Yeah. I'm telling you, the Amish are close to gypsy too. They'll do a bunch of odd jobs and they're lying to their god. You know, they do whatever they want.
Well, wouldn't it be? Why not just get somebody in a buggy to take you? And then you're not.
Well, you can't take their buggy to Walmart
Why
because
not?
there's no but first the horse doo-doo's all over the ground.
No,
So
they have
it's
those.
Yeah.
Trough. You just put a trough under it.
But then the people are honking at you. It's a big pain in the ass, and they
You
don't
get a
wanna-
gun. You hold your gun. You ride slowly and hold your gun out. They won't do anything.
All right. We will see you tomorrow.
All right. That is Wednesday.
Wednesday 1 and 2.
And then we're taking a break, right?
Yep. Then we'll come back at 1 for Thursday.
All right, guys. We'll be back at. I gotta edit that one. I said titties. Tits. 3 minutes times 2. Got it. All right, guys. We'll